What's going on, guys? In today's video, I'm going to share with you my winter gear loadout, especially how I'm going to be layering up in my clothes system, along with all the mistakes that I'm bound to make. Now, you got to keep something in mind. I have never before in my life been winter hiking. I've done all the research that I can. I've watched a ton of videos. I've read a ton of articles on layering up and the proper gear that you need for certain temperatures, for certain weather. Here's my situation. As of filming this video, me and a buddy of mine are headed out into a winter storm. We'll be right ahead of it to Red River Gorge, Kentucky. Now, keeping in mind that I've never winter hiked before, I'm packing my fears a little bit, I'm sure here, but I just can't be too cautious. I have no idea how much my backpack is going to weigh. I know it's going to be heavier than normal because I have all these extra clothes. So I'd love to hear in the comments all of your helpful tips and hacks. Starting off, of course, you need something to put your stuff in. That's why I have a backpack. This is the Osprey Atmos 65 liter. Hopefully all this stuff fits inside it. We're going to be going through each thing. I'll tell you a little bit about some of it. So typically everything fits great, but that's for summer camping. Let's do some winter. This is a contractor bag because it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow. Then it's supposed to turn into snow whenever the weather goes from like 51 degrees to like 20 degrees. Cold. And that's a problem because this sleeping bag only goes to 30 degrees. So what I'm going to do is keep everything I want to stay dry inside this contractor bag, inside that backpack. And then I bought this emergency sleeping bag that I don't know if I'll just put it on the ground in my tent and then put my NeoAir Xlite on top of it, or if I'll stick my NeoAir Xlite inside that thing, or if I will put this on top of the NeoAir, or if I'll put my sleeping bag inside this. I don't know if I'll fit in there. I opened it up earlier. That's why it's got a rubber band on it. Let's keep going. This is a Marmot 30 degree synthetic bag, and it will not keep me warm enough. So I got the NeoAir Xlite I'm going to be lying on top of. That still won't be warm enough. So I have a Sea to Summit Thermo-Lite Reactor Fleece Liner. This thing, it's fleece, so I've laid with it before and it's helped me keep warm down to like 40 degrees on a cold fall night. It's Kentucky, give me a break. 40 degrees is cold in the fall. Haters are gonna hate here, so let them come out. I have two pillows. Now typically, I use one of these pillows, but I'm not using it this time because I want to save weight. These don't have any foam, they're blow up. This is a Cocoon, I believe, and then this is just some cheap one that is like a knockoff Trekology. And I keep one of them to sleep with my head on, and I put one between my legs. I lost like 100 pounds in the past couple of years, so whenever I lay on my side, which I am a side sleeper, when I lie on my side, I guess I should say, my knees hurt because they're sitting on top of each other. And I don't like that. So I take two pillows. Moving on from the sleep system, let's talk about staying warm at night. If we talk about below the waist, I'm going to put on underwear. Then I'm going to put on fleece pants. They really hug close to your legs. Then I'm going to put on just synthetic pants that kind of have a fleece lining inside. I don't really know how to describe it. They're like athletic pants. Then also below the waist, I will be keeping my feet, little toes warm. I have two pairs of wool socks. This is a wool blend, but I'm saving that to hiking the next day. These wool socks, and a little hack that Artemis on the trail, shout out to her, she shared this in one of her videos. You put on socks, wool, put a hand warmer in there, and then put on another sock. Yeah, hand warmer in between the socks. I'm going to try it out probably. Depends on how cold my feet are. My dilemma is I don't know if I'm a cold sleeper in the winter. I just don't have enough experience with it because my experience is zero. That takes care of all the below the waist while sleeping. All the above the waist while sleeping. I will have an athletic tee, wick away moisture type fabric. It's long sleeve. On top of that, I will wear this fleece Columbia quarter zip pullover jacket. And then if I'm really cold, I'll try to go to sleep in that. If I'm really cold, then I'll put on, this is a North Face 700 feel puffy jacket. And that's about as warm as I can get, I guess. Another couple of hacks that I'm going to use to help me stay warm is, if you check out down here, I typically don't actually bring an Nalgene bottle, but this is my wife's, and I'm going to fill it up with hot water and put it in the toe box of my sleeping bag. And then the smart water bottles, I don't know if I should leave them empty overnight because they'll freeze, or if, I just don't know. Also, not to be nasty, but I really need to get another bottle. I guess I'll just buy like a Gatorade on the way to Red River Gorge. And let's keep it real here. It's going to be freezing, like below freezing, which is cold for me because I'm a big sissy diva. It is freezing, and I don't want to get out of my sleeping bag, get out of my tent, go find a place, pee, and then crawl back in. Even though it'd be super satisfying to be cold and then crawl back into the warmth of the sleeping bag, I don't feel like doing that. So I'm thinking that Gatorade bottle is going to make the perfect pee bottle for me in the middle of the night, because you know it's bound to happen. Let's finish up the clothing. While I'm hiking, I'm layering up because that's the right thing to do. So I will wear these. These are pretty much like athletic long compression pants to wick away moisture. That would be my underwear, the layer against my skin below the waist. And then over that, if I'm really cold, I'll put these fleece pants on, and then these synthetic pursuit gear pants on top of that. But I doubt while hiking I'll need that. So I'm going to try it with this tomorrow. And then above the waist, I almost forgot. I got Darn Tough. Excuse me, not Darn Tough, Smart Wool. I got Smart Wool socks to hike in the first day, and then I got these are like a work gear wool blend, a work gear wool blend sock, because these may be frozen. I don't know how it works. It's winter hiking. Your shoes get wet, they freeze. Your socks, they freeze. You can't wear. I don't know. And then the Ultra Long Peak 3.5s or 4.0s. I can't remember which they are. Who cares? But I'm going to wear those even though they're not waterproof. Secretly, I also have these, but these are waterproof. I have these, but I don't think I'll wear them. They're Merrell's. They are waterproof. I don't know. Maybe I'll change my mind in the morning. Anyway, I got the Ultra Long Peaks and some Altra Gaiters to go along with them. There is supposed to be like 2 inches of snow whenever I wake up. So I'm looking forward to bringing a vlog to you and letting you check that out and waking up and seeing a beautiful view with the snow. But hopefully those gaiters will help keep the snow out of my shoes. I forgot to tell you something. I don't know if my hands will be cold while I sleep. So I got these wool gloves that are fleece lined inside. And I have a Patagonia wool hat that's fleece lined inside. And I don't think I'll wear that while hiking because I'll get sweaty. I think I'll just take a regular hat like the one I'm wearing. And then I feel so stupid and silly because I just don't know. Shout out to Dan Becker. He is a fellow hiker and a fellow YouTuber. You need to check out his channel. He's an awesome guy too. I talked to him on the phone earlier today and I was like, dude, I don't know what to do. It's going to be raining. I think I need gloves while I'm hiking, and I use trekking poles. So I don't know what to do. And he was like, well, I have kind of a crazy idea for you. You know how you can put, when you don't have waterproof shoes, you can put your feet in grocery bags, and then you put your foot inside your shoe, and now you have a waterproof, at least a waterproof lining around your sock. He said, try that with your gloves and maybe it'll work. If not, you just got to experience it and see what works for you. So thank you, Dan. You may be seeing that in the vlog to come. Here's my deal with the gloves. This may be a complete waste of weight. I have no clue. And I know it's going to be like lugging around, you know, a crap ton of weight with all this gear. But these are pretty much like fingerless gloves that I've used for weightlifting in the past. Don't call me stupid. I know it may be stupid. I don't know. So these are just like work gloves, like you could go out and shovel dirt with. And these are also like work gloves, but they're like lightweight with a rubber coating on the bottom half. The last thing for clothes is my outer shell. This would be Frogg Toggs that my wife got me for Christmas. That's all the clothes. Let's get through some normal gear. My gosh, come on. So, cook system. My cook system includes propane. Duh. I just bought this BSR pocket rocket, and it only weighs 25 grams. I have a lighter to light it with, along with a fire. I have a spork, which I may switch that to a Dairy Queen long spoon. I have, if you've seen Homemade Wanderlust, this is where I got this idea from, a cozy or koozie or whatever you want to call it. And I put, see that? I put an eye bolt on it, just like Dixie, because she's awesome. And this is an aluminum grease pot. And that would be the cook system. I have a collapsible cup to drink my coffee out of while I eat breakfast. And I have a bandana for a million uses, one of them being cleaning the cooking pot out. So that would be how I'm cooking. To hang my food up, I have this massive ball of terrible paracord, which I need to get rid of and get some like Ultra Glide Bear line, but I haven't done it yet because my wife is going to kill me for spending so much money on backpacking stuff. I have a Therm-A-Rest Z Seat because it is one of the greatest inventions known to man. I like keeping my butt clean. What can I say? If you don't have one, try one out. I have my tent poles with the stakes in here because if I don't bring tent poles, how do I set up my tent? I realize that this is complete overkill, but this is a North Face Triarch 3. Keep on going. This is just my hygiene Ziploc bag. It's got Q-tips for clean ears. It's got floss. It's got a brush. And of course toothpaste. This is my poop kit. In my poop kit I keep a Deuce of Spades, I keep an extra lighter, I keep toilet paper, and I keep wet wipes. Moving right along, I have my Mountain Cascade Tech trekking poles with a little duct tape around them just in case you need some duct tape. If we go over here, I have my buff, which I'll keep around my neck while I'm hiking. It also has a million uses. I have a couple of Ziploc bags, they're gallon size. I'll use one for trash, and I don't know what I'll use the other one for. This is a waterproof Osprey 12 liter bag. It's a roll top. This is a 20 liter stuff sack. That's REI brand. I'll keep my food in. I'll probably keep electronics in here, which I'll share with you in just a second. The water situation. I'm not a complete noob. I know that my Sawyer filter will freeze if I don't keep it close to my body in freezing temperatures. So if I have to stick it in my jacket close to my body while I hike the second day, I will. I have a 2 liter, oh, and you know, while I sleep too. I have a 2 liter Platypus bladder because we'll be dry camping. I realize that's overkill because I also have 2 of these Sawyer bladders. They're 1 liter apiece, so this is a capacity of 4 liters. We're dry camping, I don't know, you pack your fears. I got my first aid kit. First aid kit, got a little chapstick. You got Band-Aids, and you got mold foam padding for blisters. Going over to the electronics. This is complete overkill, but I'm filming on a camera right now, and I want to bring you guys a good vlog. So I can't have my camera dying or my cell phone because that is also another camera. So I'm willing to carry this extra pound battery pack because I love you guys. I love you guys. I'm willing to carry the weight for you. This is a RAV Power 20,100 milliamp hour battery pack. It'll charge my phone like 9 times or 7 times or something. This is a headlamp. I don't remember what brand I bought it. It's a budget one from Amazon, but I plan on upgrading it to maybe a black diamond. The Revolt, I'm not sold on the reviews, even though my buddy Dan, he says that they're good. There's an extra few batteries that I will keep from dying. I have just a memory card for this camera that you're watching from right now. I have various cords and headphones for the electronics. This is my wallet, basically some money, and it's binder clip to my driver's license along with my debit card. This is a cheap watch that's waterproof. I bought it at Walmart because I don't want to take this on trail. Hand sanitizer, self-explanatory. Knife, self-explanatory. And this is probably going to be one of the most useless things I bring. It's a topographic map of the area that we're going to. And then I have just a paper printout map too with some cool stuff marked on it. And that, folks, is everything that I'm taking with me on this winter backpacking trip except for food. And you know what? I think I'm going to go figure out what food I want to take because I got to get up at 5 a.m. You just saw it's 10:28 p.m. Let's go get some food. Ooh, what we have here, some Cliff Bars. Oh, it's backpacker paradise. Oh, some tortillas. I'm guessing some peanut